you, it will let you know that I'm recording. So, like I said before, if you're running from the law, then, you might want to just log out. So without further ado, we have today with us Chris Miner from Mercer, Kentucky. And if you read my email I sent out yesterday, he is like one of the most positive, energetic, creative people that I know. And Chris, you don't know this, but when we first started communicating, he put a smiley face or an exclamation point in his text. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love him. Maybe he did it because he wanted to appeal to my style, but which we all could learn from, right? But it's just the way he is. So he has a lot to share with us. So Chris, I'm going to let you say hello and just introduce yourself. And then you have some things to show us and you have some pictures you want me to share. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can you all hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good morning, you all. Like she said, I'm Chris Miner. I'm the food service director for Mercer County Schools in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. I have about 3,000 students, 6 schools. I have 5 fully functioning kitchens. We feed somewhere between 2,200 breakfasts and somewhere around 26 to 2,800 lunch, depending on what's on the menu that day. Just a little bit about myself. I'm a chef. I come from background of restaurants, managing them, running them. My wife is also a finance director within a school district. So school is kind of there. I have 2 kids. I got a 5-year-old girl, Avery, and a 10-year-old boy, Carter. I've been a food service director going on 3 years, but I've been in child nutrition going on 5 years. I started out as like a district chef trainer, and then I can work my way up to a director. But like Tammy said, it was probably about a year ago, I came and watched her do a demo at a school up the road from us and fell in love with their product. Of course, it was right in the middle of COVID. We were spending bukus of money getting kids fed, which we fed quite a bit. We were feeding upwards to 2,200 a day, breakfast and lunch. So we were doing really good, but we were running out of options because food was scarce. You couldn't get packaging, and I had to find something. So I turned to Tammy and the machine that's behind her, and I ended up getting 4 of them, one for each one of my bigger schools. And we started doing frozen meals like you would get with, say, like a microwave meal or things like that. We started doing that probably, I'm trying to think, what was it, February of 20? Like, I can't remember, but it was in the really heart of it.
Yeah, it'd have to be after June of 20, because that's when I started.
Okay, so yeah.
Sometime shortly thereafter.
Shortly there, I can't remember. Everything kind of rolls together now.
I know it does.
But we ended up doing a lot of the, and I don't have any of them here with me, I apologize for that, but we ended up doing a lot of the frozen meals in the 3 compartment containers. And like I said, we were sending out 7 breakfasts and 7 lunch once a week. So it was massive, the amount of food that we needed. Well, during that time, I realized that I had all of my brown box and commodity that was just setting in my warehouse that I had to get. I mean, there was 10, 12 pallets of food setting in there. So it became very cost effective for us to buy that machine and use our commodity products to be able to get these meals out to the kids. So that was my original intent on buying these, was to continue doing that. But once we got in the schools and we started seeing how they were, we started opening up and seeing what else we could do with them. So here in the past year, we took all of our grab and go meals that everyone used to put in like those really cheap clamshell containers that were hard to keep closed, that would pop open. You know, kids would open them to grab the chips out of them, but leave everything else. So for example, we started doing like grab and go, I'm sorry, there's a glare, but grab and go like sandwiches that it's literally the whole meal in there. All they got to do is grab a milk if they wanted to.
What's in there, Chris? Is it
this one is like this one's a ham and cheese on like a marble rye bread with Doritos, and then we have a fruit salad in there. We have a vegetable cup in there, and then all the condiments, and then everything on the back. Literally all they have to do is grab a milk when they go through the line. Same thing with our salad boxes, as you can tell, like perfect size to meet all your credible portions that you need for your meal pattern. And so every day at my middle and high school level, we do about 6 different ones of these, in total probably about 250 at each school, and sell completely out every day with them. Well, once we started seeing how that went, We also do CACFP, like at-risk after-school dinners and snacks. So then we started thinking, why don't we start putting those in there to make it easy to store in your walk-ins, easy for your managers, your cook bakers, whoever else will be helping run that. It's set, it's ready to go. And we even go as far as to put our milk products in there, our juice products, the whole meal pattern is in there.
Hey, Chris, somebody's
ma'am.
asking, they asked two questions. The salad and the meal, is that the SL78? That's the deeper one?
That is the deeper one. This was the deeper one. The salad grab and go, or the like, I guess it's the inch and a half. I can't remember.
It's the SL 64. So
Right.
yeah, it's the shot. And they wanted to know what was in your salad.
Okay, so I have quite a few here. This one is what we just call our Caesar salad. So it has at least 2 cups of the salad mix. We always add more because, you know, it's a salad. But it has your full component of your fruit or of your vegetable in here. So it has the cucumbers.
You hold up a little bit more.
Sorry, it has the cucumbers, the carrots, the cheese, or and the tomatoes. It has your protein in it, which is the eggs and the cheese, and then your grain, which is all the 100 packs of crackers that you have to put in it. But that's a complete full meal for a child to take if you're offered versus serve, which we have multiple different ones. Like there's one that we have the bacon in. I'm sorry for the glare. Let me see if I can't shut this. I didn't realize it was going to be that bad. There's the one that's like a meat in it. And then we do like a grilled chicken Caesar salad, you know, and the same kind of thing. Something else that we started doing is kids were wanting to know calorie counts on things, especially the high schoolers. They're becoming more aware of what they're putting in their body and they're eating. Plus it's prom time. So the kids are eating air and water right now so they can get in their dresses and their tuxes. Yes, prom time. So what we've started doing is labeling ours now that has the nutritionals on one side and then the ingredients on the other side. And so like this one is just like a wrap sandwich, and you can probably see it in there, that has the 1/2 cup fruit, and then it has the 1/2 cup vegetable and your chips in there as well. So we've really took this product, I believe, and use it for the most that you can for it. The big thing with this, and like I said, Tammy's not paying me. I actually told Tammy I wanted to come on here and do this because if it's a true product that I like, I want other directors and coordinators to know it's made my life a lot easier. Number one, with the supply chain issue that we're having right now, I don't know about you all, but it's really hit our packaging, whether it be trays or styrofoam or any of like the 5-ounce cups, things like that. It's really hit us hard on that. With this, I've not had a problem once. I called Tammy, I said, hey, I need to put an order in, and within a week I have the order here waiting for me.
Which I will say, I mean, we try our best to do that, but
well, yes.
I want to make sure we do have some.
And so we also use the 7.5 ounce seal with our fruit and vegetables. And as you can tell, I have a few examples there. Like that has the pineapples in it. That has, you know, cucumber and tomato cups. We have the ones that have the carrots with the ranch that's already in it. Super simple. Our staff, you know, at first they were kind of hesitant. They didn't know what to think about it. Now they love using it. It's easy cleanup. It's easy, it's quick. There's no mess with it. And then with our lower grades, we use the 4.5 ounce for their fruit in those as well, which they're the same color, but that's like mango and oranges and peaches. We use it in theirs as well. They're very easy for the little kids to open them, but they're still strong enough that, I mean, we have no leakage, no nothing out of them. Yes, ma'am.
Just Becca would like to know, hi, Becca, if you would share pictures and recipes of what you put in your salads.
Absolutely. I will send all of my recipes to Tammy. Tammy, if you don't care to get them out there. And perfect. It has, in the recipes, it has the pictures of what they're supposed to look like in there, plus all their nutritionals. And I make the labels literally with like an Avery 30256 label. I have them right here beside me, but I make them just on a regular colored printer. And so, but yes, I'll send those to Tammy, no problem. I also see another one. Do I have one machine per school or centralized? I have one machine per my big schools. Now, my smaller schools, they don't have one. My bigger schools, you know, ship the food over there to them. But yes, I started out with 2 at first, and I realized how great they were. And I ended up ordering 2 more within the first, I don't know, probably month of getting the first 2 set up and going.
That's funny. We were just talking about that because Lori also asked about the video clip. You just showed your label. And she asked about the video clip in the beginning. Lori, yeah, I think that was you, that shows the machine with the printer. And I was just telling Chris, if he ever went to, you know, a central kitchen or needed something bigger, we do have the fully automated machines are the ones that have an inline printer. So it can actually print right on the label. So that's for our automated ones. Hi, Lori. I see your face now. Does that answer your questions? Okay, perfect. Okay, Chris,
Yes,
they're loving your stuff. Do you want me to show the other pictures you sent?
Yeah, you can show them.
Sorry. I don't think I'm sharing my screen either, am I? Let's do that.
And these pictures will give you a little bit better detail than me holding them up to a webcam.
No, I think the things you have are great. So yeah, there's Chris and his family. I also love that he sent a picture when I asked just for a picture of him, and he sent his family, and we're both Disney fans too. So anyway, okay. So this is what Ollie sent me. I'll just flip through them and you talk about them, Chris.
So this is when we first started going through them. So we still had some of the old like clamshell containers. As you can see, our fruits, our vegetables, that's our grab and goes in those. I mean, it's set up like that at our elementary school. The kids can eat off of the a la carte, or they can grab the grab and goes straight out of the merchandisers like that.
Okay.
Same thing with our high school. This is just one of multiple merchandisers that we have on our lines. But as you can tell, like the top, there's your fruits and vegetables. The salad containers that are in the middle, we were still using what we had up before we started using this, but then there's your grab and go options at the bottom. And I have something like within a week's time, I think there's like 10 or 12 different grab and goes that are beyond, say, salad and sandwiches, because we have protein boxes and things like that. This was a picture taken in one of my walk-ins, and that was some of their after school meals that we do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that was some of them that were already packaged up and ready to go out. That's on one of my lines at my middle school, just showing you like our fruit that are sitting out there, especially during COVID time. It keeps everything sealed and ready to go. That's what one of like our grab and go meals look like, with the scoops, the cheese dip, the salsa, and then it has a fruit and a vegetable underneath that with the milk already in it. So it's showing you they're good size.
And I'm guessing, Chris, I mean, this PowerPoint this recording I will send out with next week's reminder. And I'm assuming if anybody sees any of these that they're interested in knowing specifics, you would be willing to share that.
Absolutely.
Okay. And we've got
that's another one of those.
Minutes.
That's another one of those that were just a grab and go option, as well as that one. Just showing you the size of them.
So many that you do. I love this.
I know.
Okay, so yeah, let me see if anybody else. Can we see a machine? Is it so the machine that Chris uses is this one? And so again, if anybody wants to stay on, because you know I told you I'm a time Nazi, so we have about 3 minutes left, but I am happy it's warmed up, it's ready to go. So just put that in the chat box if you want to hang with me for a few more minutes, and I'm happy to show you how it works. I'm also happy to send out, we have videos on YouTube, we have all kinds of videos if you'd rather do it that way. So what other questions do you have before I do a couple things with wrapping us up? Okay, so Michael, or I can't read, Michael Ann. So are you staying on, or you want me to send you something? Any other questions? Chris, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to stay on after the time. So if anybody wants to do that, then that was great. Let me.
Jamie, if you want to give them my email address, yeah, I'm more than happy if they want to ask for recipes
want
and things like that.
Will you type it in the chat box?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, let me show you all a couple of things, so don't go anywhere, Chris, before.
Okay.
So if you are interested in having the product guide, I mean, there's so many ways we can do this. In the chat box, you can put your email if you want to be contacted. You can write sales@prefpkg.com. If you want the product guide, if you just scan this with your phone, I don't know if this bar is showing up on y'all's, but and you can download the product guide. Couple things while I have you, just because I do have some of our current customers on. We have had let me stop share for just a minute. We have the salad tray that some of you have seen that has this little insert in it. And a lot of you will use it to put inside of the salad. So now let me share again, and which is awesome. But you can also use this for what I call a little charcuterie board. The thing about it is you have to have a seal pocket. Well, I don't have it in front of me, but you have to have a seal pocket just for it. And it each holds about 2 ounces or just under. But we finally, I've told you about this before, but we finally are ready to produce one that's a little bit bigger, about 3 ounces per container. It's a little bit more rigid, and you can actually put it in your NT seal pocket if you have that one. So if you're interested in doing like little Lunchable, charcuterie trays, bistro boxes, whatever you want to call them, just let me know, because we're really ramping that up. And also we have, I think I told you last time, we revamped our loaner program. So if you're interested in that, let your sales rep know, write sales@Pref Packaging, just put it in the chat box, whatever works for you. Okay. So I have 10:20. Thank you so much for being here. We have 2 more scheduled thus far. We have one next week, and that's going to be Daphne Stickley, I think, from Rockbridge, Virginia. And then we have one more. So if you're interested, I don't know if we'll continue. It's really up to if this is helpful to you all. Maybe we'll continue or do something different. I don't know. But let me know if there's anything you'd like to see, or if there's anything else I can help you with. So thank you. Stay safe. Chris, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll get the information for everybody that they wanted from you.
All right, thank you.